Hi guys, my name is Jack Gadd, head of female rugby here at Weston College and Weston Sport Masterclass.
Hi guys, welcome to the Weston College Rugby Masterclass. Today we're looking at our catch pass. So just thinking ahead, a bit of equipment you may need. If you have cones, that's ideal. Otherwise, socks rolled up into a ball. If you have any balls, that could be useful. So rugby ball, tennis ball, football, netball, beach ball, anything like that will be good. Different sizes is always useful. We may also need a chair or something that just stops you from moving forward, that you can lean past, and that's probably about it for today. So those instructions will come in with the various videos, but if you have it all on hand, it will allow you to flow through this a little bit more smoothly. Enjoy. Our warm-up for our catch pass session, we're going to start with an SAQ ladder. I appreciate not everyone's got this at home, so be creative. You can use pillows, cones, socks, anything just to create some space for you to move your feet around. There will be 3 major movements that I'll take us through. It'll be 1 foot in each gap, 2 feet in each gap, and then going side to side. Okay, so just a quick demonstration. So 1 foot in each gap. What we're looking at, we're looking just to go through there. Obviously picking up the speed as you go, get the blood pumping. 2 feet in each, you're going 2 in each one all the way through. It also doesn't need to be that long. If you want it a bit shorter, you can. Going across, both feet in each, and bouncing across from side to side. Keep your hands up. Remember, we're preparing for catch pass, so keeping your hands up is a good idea for this one. Okay guys, so our next warm-up exercise for the catch pass is basically working on our grip strength. So if you have a tennis ball or 2, alternatively, socks can be used, socks rolled into a ball, or 2 eggs. Just make sure you don't drop those. So with the tennis ball, holding it nice and far away from your body, you can drop with one hand, catch with the other. Okay, from there you can progress, drop and catch with the same hand. You can then look to get both out, okay, going and alternating. Okay, I think to create a bit of competition, make it a bit fun, see how many catches you can do, see how long you can keep that going. As a progression, if you can get something round that's slightly bigger, but ideally if you have a rugby ball, that would be great. Okay, so with the rugby ball, you want to make sure you have a good, nice, strong grip on the ball, okay, with both hands, and from there just bouncing it from side to side. Again, there's various progressions you can use for this. Okay, so holding it by the top and catching it, okay, and catching it there. You can also look to try move around the ball. So again, from there, moving all the way round as you go. Okay, give that a try, see how it goes, and again, try make it fun, try be creative with it. Okay, so our next warm-up drill, if you have a football, that would be great. Netball can work as well, beach ball, anything like that. We're just going to play wall squash with ourselves basically, and all you're going to be doing is just bouncing the ball off the wall, making sure you catch it. Okay, to progress this now, you can start to include more lateral movement, more forward and back movement. So varying the strength or the amount of power that you use on the ball, and then varying the angles that you hit the wall with. So looking to move across as you go, ideally just getting one hand onto it. Then in terms of power, really pushing it out towards the wall. Okay, a couple of coaching points here. Really early to remember, as you bounce it off, get that early catch. So really stick your hand out, and with that early catch, keep your fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Let the ball come to you once you've got your hands out. Okay, so final warm-up exercise that we're going to do. We just want to get the triceps firing up, because with our catch pass we really want to extend towards the target with all of that. So we have a band here. I appreciate, again, not all of you have a band at home, so using a cushion, you could cushion close to a wall or into the back of the couch. Try keep something soft behind it, just to look after your wrists, and pushing into that. I'll give a demonstration just now. Another alternative, tying a towel to something, and it's not going to give you the same resistance, but it's going to get you into that motion of pushing your hands out towards the target. If you have a band, wrap it around something. From there, stay square, and what you want to do, you just want to rotate there, okay? Do that on both hands. Ideally, try get between 6 to 10 on each hand. Do that twice. If you're finding the rotations too difficult, then just look to go square on, because ultimately all we want to do is fire up the triceps. So square on and just snapping out and forward.
Thanks, Marcus, great warm up. Okay, so we're going to go straight into the skills element now. Okay, and before we look at any of our passing, okay, we've got to look at the most important thing, which is the catch. Okay, so when we're trying to catch as early as possible. Okay, we're trying to do this because it gives us more time to look good. Okay, so we're trying to give ourselves the most amount of time to be able to catch the ball, make a decision, execute our skill. Okay, so we don't want to be catching in nice and tight, we want to be really reaching for the ball. So we're going to go through a couple of drills, okay, and a couple of practices that hopefully you can do at home. Okay, that's going to help us with this early catch stuff. So first thing we're going to do, okay, again, tennis balls or a ball of any kind, okay, you can use a football, that'd be great. All we're going to do is find a bit of wool, hopefully the same bit of wool you use for your warm-up. Okay, we're just going to throw the one ball to start off with against the wall, and we're just going to try, okay, and make sure our hands are going towards the ball. Okay, so every time our hands are going in towards the ball, two hands. Okay, a bit of a coaching point on that, okay, is what we want to do is make sure our fingertips are always up. Okay, when we catch, we've got to want to try and get our thumbs both behind the ball. Okay, this will help later on in the session when we're looking at those quick transitions. Okay, so fingertips up, reach for the ball, thumbs behind the ball. Okay, so we're going to go back into it again, two hands again. Okay, always reaching. Okay, we're going to do 2 sets of 10. Okay, just statically. Okay, once you've done 2 sets of 10 like that, what we're going to do then is just try and throw it to the side. So then we're moving. Okay, still catching early. Okay, give that a go. Cool, so hopefully we've gone through the 2 hands towards the ball now. So now we're just going to do a bit of a progression. Okay, so we're going to look at one hand, same coaching points. Okay, so I'm going to stand square on, my chest facing the target. My hands are always going to start up. Okay, so I'm ready to attack the ball. Don't want to be starting here, okay, because it takes longer for me to get my hands up and out. Okay, I want us to start here, fingertips up, hands towards the ball. So now one hand, alternate hands, okay? So I'm going to throw one, catch it with the same hand. Throw one, catch it with the same hand, okay? Really extending my arms towards the ball. Okay, again, give yourself a challenge, okay? See how long you can go without dropping the ball, okay? Or see how many you can do in a certain time.
Hi guys, it's me again. So like Jack said, what we need to make sure we do before we pass it is always have that good catch. If we get that catch right, it puts us in a really good position to pass it efficiently. Now with the pass, there's a couple of coaching points. Is grip strength through the ball, okay? So like Jack said, by getting our thumbs behind the ball, that puts us in a good position to get the grip strength through. Once we get the grip strength, that allows us to lift our back elbow, and then from there we look and then we extend towards the target. Okay, so those are the major coaching points that I want you to look at through this video, but we're going to isolate it a bit more. Okay, so we really want to nail down the technique for this one, and in terms of what we're going to need, a couple of balls. You can use different balls, tennis balls, footballs, rugby balls, anything, pair of socks it could even be, and something that you're aiming at. So down on your knees to get going. Like I said, thumbs behind the ball, get some grip strength through the ball, keep the ball high and your elbows high, and from there looking and pushing towards your target. Okay, so I'm just going to give 2 more demonstrations of this. So thumbs high, hands high, elbow high, push towards the target. Okay, and now if you can, if you've got one of these little bands, I know they're quite popular at the moment, get that round your hands. Okay, and we're going to progress this. So yes, we're still isolating the movement, but we're progressing it to more of a catch and then a pass. So from there, the band is going to force our hands together, so that actually enables us to put a bit more grip strength through the ball. Just toss the ball up for yourself and pass towards the target. Toss the ball up, pass towards the target. Toss the ball up, pass towards the target. Give that a try and we'll be at you with some more progressions just now. Right guys, so bearing in mind what we've just covered, this now is just going to add in another layer. Okay, so the coaching point of keeping our hands high, keeping the elbow high, thumbs behind the ball, that all comes into play here. So again, you can use a table in the house, something like that, the arm of a couch, for instance, just to get the height of the ball. You're going to be on your knees, give yourself the target in the distance. From there, again, get that grip pressure through the ball, elbow nice and high again. And from here, I'm talking about ball height, okay? So we don't want to see the ball come down and go. We don't want to see that sort of shape. When we pass, imagine we're receiving that pass. We just want to go straight across. The quickest way to get the ball from catching to passing. So remembering our coaching cues, grip strength, elbow high, pushing through towards the target, okay? Give yourself about 10 off each hand and do this probably 2 times over, and then from there we can look to add different things in as well. So finishing up, looking towards the target.
Now on this, okay, so now we're going to try and make it a bit more game realistic. So we've done everything facing forward at the moment, obviously, okay, we don't run around on the pitch like this trying to get the ball past to us. So now we're going to try and make it a little more game realistic. So we're going to start, you might need to start a bit closer to the wall, okay, exactly the same coaching points to start with, hands in the ready position, okay, hands in the ready position, fingertips always up. Now what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to throw the ball against the wall, and as I do that, okay, I'm then going to move my back foot round so my chest is facing where the ball's coming from, okay, to be able to catch it. Hopefully we can remember the key coaching points when it comes to catching. I'll let you have a little think about them. Okay, so yes, we want our fingertips up, we want our thumbs behind the ball, we want our hands going towards where we're catching from. Okay, so bit of a demonstration, hopefully it goes well. Okay, so I'm going to throw, as I let go, okay, I'm going to step round, 2 hands towards the ball. Okay, to see that, as I throw, back foot round, okay, chest towards where it's coming from, catch the ball. And again, throw, hands towards the ball, always going towards the ball. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to give it a go, 10 goes each side with 2 hands. If that's too easy and you want to progress, we're going to go for 1 hand, okay? So that's really going to force us to get round because we're going to catch with our back hands only. Okay, so again, I'm going to throw, going to get round, catch with my back hand only. Okay, ready? And again, throw, round, catch with my back hand only. Make sure we do again, 10 both sides. Okay, so last catching drill we're going to do within this session, okay, and this time we're going to try and use a rugby ball. So, as you can see, I brought on a progression with the pole, okay, and also changed the ball to a rugby ball. And as we know, throwing a ball against a wall rugby ball could bounce anywhere, so that's going to force us to have to adjust our catch from our catching position. Okay, so it's not always going to be nice and simple, so we're going to have to adjust what we're doing. What are our key coaching points? Who can remember? Okay, so I want our hands up in the ready position, not down here. Never want them down here, it takes too long. Okay, I want my fingertips pointing up when I catch the ball, and I want to make sure, following on again, hopefully we've seen from some of the passing stuff that we've done, okay, what I'm going to do is that I want our thumbs behind the ball. Okay, so hands in the ready position, fingertips up, thumbs behind the ball. That's what we're always looking for. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to throw the ball against the wall, and as I get round, I'm going to have to reach my hands through the pole, okay, and catch the rugby ball. The pole is going to stop me, or really force me, to get my hands towards where we're catching. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. 1, 2, make sure we keep our hands up, fingertips up. 3, see how I had to adjust there? 4, okay, see how we're getting close and really reaching. Okay, what I want you to do is 10 each side on that one. Okay, give it 2 sets. And what last thing I want you to do in the comments underneath is, why do we catch the ball early? Answer me that question. Why do we catch the ball early? I said it earlier in the video. Let's see if we can remember. Cheers, guys.
Okay guys, so here's our progression, making it more realistic and really accentuating the essence of staying square for this push pass, because ideally if we try to relate this to matches, we want to commit players, so staying square is a really important skill here. That's why from our knees that forced us, now we're making it more real. So same coaching points, high hands, pressure through the ball, high elbow, push towards the target. So demonstration quickly, there we go, rugby ball, again, push towards the target. With this, if you can, do 10 off each hand and 2 sets, that should do the trick. In terms of progressions, yes, I've got an agility pole here, which is great, but for you it could be a table, I beg your pardon, a chair in the house. It really forces you to stay square. Okay, so what you'll see me do here, my hands are through, so my hands are out early, because if we think back to Jack's video, there's the early catch, hands out, and from there all my principles are in place and I push towards the target. Hands out, see, the pole forces me, it doesn't allow me to come round. Okay, so what I'm going to do, early catch, push towards the target. Like I say, about 10 off each hand, 2 times round. And again, if you want to really challenge yourself, try make that target smaller. Give yourself a smaller target to aim for, and get into the comments. Let's get a bit of competition going. Okay guys, looking to bring it all together now. So as we've said throughout the session, use a different array of balls if you can, any different objects if possible. As Jack said, you may need to adjust the distances for it. Okay, but what we're going to do here, we're looking to stay square. Remember, it's catch pass. Okay, so we've got one wall or one pole there and another pole there. It may not all be in shot, but the objective would be to bounce it off one and then pass it and hit the other one. Okay, so I'll give a quick demonstration, remembering our coaching principles for catch pass: fingers up, grip strength, elbow high, ball height, hands towards the target. Okay, so we go off one, early catch. From there, keep your elbow high, stay square, and then keep the ball on the same plane and push towards the target. Okay, again, different ball, looking to progress it a little bit. We can go double catch pass, so catch early, pass, and then towards the target. Okay, give that a try. Again, make the target smaller if you're finding it easy, make them a bit bigger if it's tough, and look to get a certain amount of reps out for this. So looking for about 5 to 10 off each hand, go over that 2 to 3 times, and this is really starting to bring up all the coaching points that we've covered today.
Okay, thanks Marcus for that excellent little bit just before. So now the finisher, okay? So now we're going to look at the last little bit of competition to make it a little bit more game realistic and also give ourselves a bit of fun to finish at the end. Okay, so I've got at the moment, as you can see, 5 balls. I've got 2 rubber balls and 3 tennis balls. So what we're going to do is try and go the best out of 5. Okay, so you're going to get 5 attempts. You can either do it so that you go 5 attempts each hand, okay? or you can do it so that you yourself mix this up, and I'll go through both options now. As you can see on the floor, I've got two different coloured cones, and I've got a target to aim at. There's my SAQ pole again. So what I'm going to do, okay, so we'll just start with the rugby ball. So I'm going to throw the rugby ball up. I'm going to go alternates, okay, but you can go all 5 off one hand, all 5 off the other, so we're having 10 passes. So as you throw the ball up, in your head decide which way you want to go. Make sure you alternate if you are going to alternate, or you can get your little brother, your dad, your mum to come in and shout the way for you and make it a bit harder. So I'm going to throw the ball up. As I catch it, I'm going to shout the colour. Okay, so red. And I'm going to get myself round square towards that colour cone. Okay, from there, go through my coaching points. Passing the ball towards the target. How many times can you hit your target, okay, within those 10 passes? So again, another demonstration. Blue, catch early, get round, okay, stay in square, passing at the target. Please post your results in the comments at the bottom, or send them in to us through social media. Okay, I look forward to seeing how you get on. Great session, guys, well done.
Oh. Go.
Okay guys, I hope you really enjoyed that introduction to our catch pass skills. Just to recap on the main coaching points that we covered within that session. So number 1 for our catch, okay, hands in the ready position. Remember, high and ready to go to the target, not down here. Number 2, okay, when we do reach, we want fingertips up at all times. Okay, number 3 for our catch, thumbs behind the ball, and as you can see, when we're putting our catch and our pass together, that helps us get that transition speed and that grip strength through the ball. Okay, then going on to Marcus's part with the pass, okay, making sure that when we catch and keep the ball at the same height as what we caught it at. We then want to squeeze through the ball. See how that means that I get my back elbow up, okay, and then your process or your checklist is catch, okay, squeeze, look, pass, okay, stay in square, and all that's moving is my head and my hands. Guys, really hope you enjoyed that session. Okay, please keep an eye out for the next masterclasses that will be hopefully coming weekly your way. See you soon, guys. Cheers.